people. I have people in the waiting room. Hello, everyone. Just, you guys caught me off guard there. Un momento. Let me go ahead and get my YouTube open on my phone so I can see all the wonderful comments. Glad you guys got the notification. I had just set up the info just before 6:30. Nope, wrong button. Share groups. Pardon me. Woo. Oh my goodness, I can't spell. Chris, Miss, in July. There we go. Pardon me while I blows my nose. Yeah, very windy. It's actually cool enough. Let me turn on that one. Get some, scooch that back a little bit. Yeah, it's still hot up here in Ohio, over here up, I don't know, but yeah, I gotta have my AC on or else I'd be melting. All right, let's see who's in the chatty chat. Whoop whoop whoop, and we have Pam. Whoop whoop whoop, and we have Pam and Dawn. Hello, hello, Miss Cordelia. And I know I saw her, and there is T with Not Afraid of Color. Hello, hello, lovely ladies. T's got 100 degrees there in her heat index. Yeah, I don't know what it is here. I just know it's hot. Luckily, it's not as hot as it has been, so that's been a plus. I got some Happy Mail, and we're going to use some of the Happy Mail to make our Christmas in July card. And this first card is from Cordelia. Tropical breeze. Ooh, look at, she did, this is a little watercoloring technique on there, on these beautiful stems. Oops, little goodies falling out. In a nice gray stamping, not a black, just a nice greenish gray. I'm excited. I'll be getting the new grays from the Simon Hurley collection. Oh, that's cute. Little ticket slash, it's kind of like a little card, a little ephemera piece. Oh my goodness, look at these little dragonflies. Those are stamped out of vellum, so that makes them a little bit opaque. Very cool. And some little, those little cut aparts is what they're called, because you cut them apart and use them. These are like good journal size. Okay, now so thank you, Ms. Cordelia, for the lovely card and the goodies that came. And so Cordelia, yeah, I don't know what I was doing, but I like put, I got part of your address is somebody else. I mixed up your address. I don't know what I was doing. So I get that squared away and mailed out to you this weekend. And then I wasn't sure, I had asked the person if I could share who shared this, but they didn't answer me that particular question. So unless the person says, yes, I sent all the goodies, I'm going to keep it anonymous, because she sent so many goodies. She knew I was looking for like a poinsettia die to do some Christmas cards, to do some layer cutting, and she sent She sent the stamp die stencil. I mean, look. Stamp die stencil set from Ulta New. Okay, these are all Ulta New goodies. See that? And I love this. What they've done here is they've decorated the paper, then they stamped the lines on it and then cut it out. Troublemakers are all here. Cordelia says, I missed a question. Keep it a secret. And everybody saying hello to everybody. Yeah, those dragonflies were pretty cool. Dawn's got 74 with a nice breeze. Yes. So we're gonna be making a card with this set. Super excited. Look at that. And she even sent a couple already done. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? So yeah, we're gonna play with this, which I knew this was coming. She had mentioned it, but then all of these other goodies, like what? Like this. I've never seen, well, I've seen them, but I don't have one. It embosses and cuts. I think is that leftover paper? Possibly. I don't know. Is that leftover paper? Well, let's find out. We're just going to give a little bitty poke. Ah, somebody. I don't know. Oh, no. I think they're little foamy pads. Maybe I wasn't supposed to pick them out. We'll quit picking that out. Mr. Simon Hurley. Hello, hello. But I feel like it wouldn't. I don't know. I'm sure that won't hurt it any. But yeah. Yes, Simon is here. So this one's pretty cool. It doesn't say which. Yeah, it does. It's a Spellbinders, and it is a stomp and cut, emboss in one pass. This one is called Baroque Filigree, and it's really pretty. I really like that. That might even look good with this. Ooh, we might just use those together. Let's set that in that pile to use. We got a nice cute little thank you and a little celebrate. Those are cute. This one is super cute. This one here, look at that little die. I think this is one of those ATC sizes. We've got 3 3/4 by 2.5, and it's not quite 3/4. I mean, it's a little shy of 3/4, but isn't that cute? Get your little ATC cards. Could put this in a journal too, planner, journal, whatever. This one here, this one, it looks like you cut it into the paper, but it leaves it there, so then you would flip these parts out, but it's still connected in your paper. So this one's going to be interesting. And hello, I think this is Wisconsin, maybe. No leftover paper. No, that's how it came. Sorry, Cordelia. I'm all smooshing the thing. And then this one is a Catherine Pooler. This is a really cool, it's a stitched rounded rectangle. This would be good for cutting photos too. Like, you need to cut the perfect area out of a photo. This is going to be a good photo one. And then this crazy pattern, yeah, this is going to be cool to add texture to stuff. I like this. I like this set. my second Catherine Pooler thing, my first Catherine Pooler inks was a set of inks. A little 4-pack of the little inks. That's all the Catherine Pooler stuff I got. Ah, that 70. Oh yeah, hello Wisconsin. Yeah, that 70s show. I've seen a few episodes. All right, so thank you so much for the goodies, and I'm super excited. Christmas in July, Christmas in July. Aren't these pretty? That stark white on there, that's really pretty. Okay, so let's pop these goodies out and we'll see what these sentimenties say. Holiday greetings, warmest wishes, be merry, from our family to yours, peace and love. There's no place like home for the holidays. I like that. Oh wow, look at how cute that is. You could you could cut those out and put them on a card, you guys. It says modern poinsettia, and then they put the colors they used and everything. That's really nice. Oh wow, this little bow setup they got right there, that's kind of cool. I like this rack too, that deer head. That's kind of fun. That's kind of cool. They send you a little something. And then we have the stencil and the little mask for it. Very nice, very nice. Oh, we can't look because I'm frozen. Frozen, yay. Okay. Properties. Okay, go back to that. Okay, well, I think I fixed that one. We're working on it. Hold on. And then this one. Mexico. Did I unfreeze me? Am I looking better? Come on. Come on. It's not frozen on my computer anymore. I think my YouTube is behind quite a bit. Sorry, my YouTube was behind quite a bit. So we'll go back to this. But the flyer's got this really pretty bow and bell set. Bows and ribbons. There's a couple of ribbons. And then it's got this, which has this nice little deer antlers. Very cute. And then this, you could literally cut these out and have a card already just from the packaging. Ah, yes, I thought out. Ooh, Pam's having Cadbury mini egg kind of day. So we're going to set that there. We're going to set that there. Get those over there. Get our little die out. Die. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to set these goodies behind me. And then we're going to put this back there too. Alright, because we'll probably need our die cut machine. But first, we need a card panel. And we're gonna do, I need 2 card panels. Do I have 2 card panels, you guys? Because who came unprepared again? Ah, yeah. Here we go. Paper's halfway there. That might work. Okay, we'll use this to stamp and cut our little parts out of. And then we'll use this one for this. All right. That'll work. We'll have a nice white background for our card. Let's get our platform out. I'm using my Cuddle Bug, which I'm going to use the C plate and just the embossing folder. If it's too tight, I'll take it out. Just going to make sure everything's nice and snug in there. We have plenty of room to trim it if we need to, but I think I'm going to start it down at the bottom. Okay, that'll work. I probably have a background. I might, but what fun is that? And Simon says, love those poinsettias, right? I just love poinsettias. They're pretty. Okay. All right. So it cut those ones out. But the one I fussed with, this one down there, it didn't cut them all out. And that's okay, because what I'm going to do, put this back in here. Okay, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Okay, there we go. I think it just needs a shim. Okay, so we're gonna close that back up. We're gonna reach back here for a little paper shim. Just some scratch paper, you guys. Put that plate on there, see if that helps that. It's a little snugger, not too much more, so we're gonna put the next piece on. Uh-oh, Vay's got a family emergency. By all means, don't apologize, my dear. Okay, let's see if that helped a little. I think it helped a little. Okay. We're gonna do it again, and we're gonna do we're gonna do a thicker shim, because I think it would have worked. I definitely shifted a little bit when I put it back together, and that's okay. We're just gonna send it through with another shim. Super cute. That poinsettia is gonna sit right there really nicely. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good, you guys. So the question is, which side is the front? I guess it doesn't matter. We're working on white. White, white. Kendra and Deborah. Hello, hello. Who here has a big die cutting machine? 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here just like so. Then we're going to put a heavy cardstock right on top of that. Then we're gonna put that on top. So I've got my 120 cardstock right on top of that. Go through a couple of times. It didn't feel very sturdy, so I don't know. We're just gonna kind of hold it in place and see. It looks like it did pretty good that time. All right. Ha ha ha. Yeah, much more of it popped right on out. It looks like just this little piece is giving us a little bit of trouble. Way, way better. That's fabulous. Okay. Okay. And we are going to put, we'll make a note on this. Gonna put base plus C plate plus 120 shim. And I know my 120 shim is just my heavyweight cardstock. Then I'll have to make a sample. Well, I can use this. I'm just gonna use this for my little sample and just write on it that they do pop out. So I'll save that for my sample book. My sample book. Put little Cuttlebug away. Check on everybody. Yeah, my biggest cutting plate is these Spellbinders. And I love that when I've got lots of little things. You can do it once. Okay, now we're going to very carefully flip it over and put our blade right in the cut line that's already there. And there's a couple ways you can do that. You can put the blade in between and kind of like saw knife it, okay, and it just gets those little things. Or you can do like I did at the very first and just set the knife in the crease and just work that a little bit. And there we have it. And then when we flip it over, it's a nice, beautiful, and we're gonna work with it this way because our poinsettia that we're gonna make is gonna go like right there. And how gorgeous is that gonna be? All right. So we're gonna set this aside so it doesn't get mucky muck, and then we can decide on a color to put behind there. I'm almost feeling like green so that when we do reds, I don't know, I'll think about that. We can think about that. Okay, so our next piece, we have this guy, okay, and what we're gonna do is ink this up so that we can stamp on it this beautiful stamp. Woo, look at that. Lovely. We're gonna stamp with that, and we're just gonna do some ink blending, right? Do some crazy reds. We'll do some pinks. And let's see. So I've got Game Over and Love Struck, Rosy Cheeks and Prom Queen, and then let's do Over the Moon for the very centerpiece. because we have those little berries in the center. So I might have the perfect brush for the centerpiece. Grab that out. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Somewhere in here. There it is. Look at this. I got this as a makeup kit. So I'm gonna put the ink on here. We're gonna grab that yellow, and then I'm just gonna put that right there. Ha 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 ha. Ink that up. Okay. And then we're gonna just grab some pink. Do I not have a red? No, that's all right. We'll make do. We'll make do. Oh, I'm losing my comments too. Hold on a sec, guys. I gotta refresh my comments. They're doing stuff. Aw, Cards by Kendra says battery is dying. Okay. Yeah, the autocorrect feature is getting really, really bad. Like when I say type your, it changes it to out, or if I type out, it changes it to your, and I'm like, that doesn't even fit the sentence structure. So I really don't understand what they're doing. I'm gonna do Love Struck in the center because it's a brighter red, and then Game Over is a deeper red. So we're gonna fan those out. Okay, but I wanna make sure my brush is clean, so I'm just gonna, yep, looks good. I'm gonna tap it off to there just to get that ink going. And then we're gonna circle around there. And that's kind of an interesting texture, so I'm just gonna do that. Just look at that. Neat little texture, and then when we stamp it, yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna take our Game Over. Okay. And I'm tapping that off up there, okay? And then we're gonna get the Game Over in there, nice and dark. And again, I'm leaving this texture. It's really interesting. My brushes are old. I've never cleaned them, so they leave marks, like really interesting marks, and they're not sad. So I'm just gonna keep adding the color till I get it as dark as I like. We're gonna try that Love Struck a little bit more on the center. Go. Just darken it up where we need it. Woo! Yeah, oh, look at that. Just build it up. Because you can always add more ink. You can't always take it away. So if you start light and kind of add it in, you can see how it goes for you. And that is almost perfect. I'm going to add a little bit more to the outer rim here. That Over the Moon is one of his first colors. It's a nice muted yellowy. It's a great, and this is going to be great with the new colors too. can't wait to swatch them out. Love swatching these. I don't swatch much of anything else. A lot of people say they do. They say they wash them in soap and water, but I never have. I don't know. And that one's gonna be beautiful right there. And look, we have enough room right here to do another one. Oops, I got a little bit of water on there. Say it, don't spray it, right? Let's do it on purpose. I mean, we get one on accident, so let's do a couple on purpose. There we go. I need to dry that because that's not going to blend very good. Deborah, I would love to. I would love to go to your house and craft with you. My son helped me today. We put a bunch of stuff away that I've just been piling stuff up. I'm like, I don't want to look at you. I don't want to deal with you. And I just was piling stuff up. And gosh, that was a big water drop. Just cleaned it all up. Very, very nice. Went and had dinner, came back up, and I didn't have to precariously step over stuff, which was a good thing. Okay, so we've got that. Let's do our pink one. And I've got, like I said, Rosy Cheeks and Prom Queen. I think we're gonna do Prom Queen in the on the outside and the Rosy Cheeks on this inside. So for that, we're going to do this again. Okay. I'm gonna figure out where that's gonna go. I'm gonna grab some of this glorious Over the Moon, and I'm gonna put a little bit more back in there. Just a little bit. Because I feel like there. I'm happy now. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna try not to move everything. Right there. Right there. Just get that nice little spot in there. Okay, done with the game or the Over the Moon. Let's go into some Rosy Cheeks. Now I need to clean my brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna really scrub it in there, check it, clean it. Ugh, that is really, I need a brush for light pink. Well, I guess that might work. What color was I using with this? Huh, must have been pink. All right. Get some Rosy Cheeks in here. Oh, that's a nice, beautiful, beautiful light pink. This Rosy Cheeks too, if you do a lot of people coloring, this is a great color for people. You know, the blush, you know, just adding a little pink to their skin, a little pink undertone. Okay, we're gonna add some of that. We're gonna go to the Prom Queen. I'm gonna test this one. Okay, that's good. And then we're just gonna go in there and get some of that Prom Queen in there. Oh, look at that. And these crazy marks, you know, don't worry about them. You can add them on purpose. All the fun stuff, okay? Because that texture, what it's going to happen is you're going to, I'm going to go back in with the rosy cheeks. When you stamp over it, it's going to thin it out and not make it so crazy in some spots. Okay. Go like that, and then we'll go back in with a little bit of this over the moon just to cover up that little white space that we had. Ugh, I love that. So we're going to add a few little water drops to that one. There we go. Put our lids back on. Nope, that is Prom Queen. Okay, that's over the moon. I think that's Rosy Cheeks. And then that is Prom Queen. Wavy. And Vay is back, so hopefully everything is okay. Did I see Vay? Oh, yep, there she is. Okay. All right. Look at those. Look at those. Look at those. Let's get this cleaned up. Okay, let me zoom over there. So we've got some reds and the pinks on the table. Do I have another? Yep, this is an extra panel. I was just making sure I didn't use up what I need. So we're gonna just hose down our mat. And if you don't like how something looks on your mat, well, you need to mess with it. Otherwise it'll turn up on your paper like that. So we're gonna do ink smushing, tap, twist. And when you twist is you lift it up and twist. Tap and twist, tap and twist. And then you can, oh, look at that. Go for those void areas, and then you can add specific tapping into your areas. Ooh, look at that. And this, we could ink blend over it some more, stamp the poinsettia, and cut out more poinsettias right out of this. Okay, so don't waste that ink. Sop it up with another panel, and then just make sure you get all that extra ink. Okay, don't want any accidental pink on stuff that we don't want color on. Okay, then we're gonna stamp this. Let me get my brushes out of the way, because you know I had to dump them all out to find the one I needed. Okay, get the brushes out of the way. We're gonna get our die cutting machine out again. I'm gonna put these away. Let me put them away. Away, away, away. And over the moon. Yay. Clean spot. Woohoo. All right. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. Yes. We're going to grab. Ooh, that is not big enough. Arg. Okay. So let me get Misty. Thank you. Okay. We're going to get Misty out. Let that part hang out if needed. Put that right in there. Put that right in there. I'm liking that right there. Close the door. Grab some ink. Ooh, Sandy says, Elizabeth, you're doing Christmas cards? Yes. She says, I finished mine, about 100 of them. Good job. No, well, yes, I'm doing Christmas cards. No, I am not done. I need to do 1 or 2 lives with you guys this month for my 10 Christmas card bundle. But the next Wednesdays in this month of July, I am going to do a more detailed, more intricate Christmas card project with you, because in my 10 Christmas card videos, I try and keep them really simple so that when I'm slacking and don't quite finish them, when I go back to finish them, it'll be easy. But yeah, I don't know how many I've done this year, because I know I missed a few months, so I just got to go back through and count my piles and see what I need to make. Oh, look at that. We're a little shy on the color right there, and we're just gonna grab our ink. We're not gonna be afraid. We're gonna ink the whole thing. Make sure we get a lot of ink there. And then we're just going to press in that spot. Not so much worry about the rest of it. And there we have it. And we are going to have that light spot right there. And that is okay. That's where that big water spot is. But look at you guys. Look at how beautiful that is. And see, with our crazy inking technique, okay, we're going to have a lot of dimension in there. Those water splats, you've seen poinsettias with those little spots on them. So, yeah. And just a little bit of yellow in there, even though it goes out, it's no big deal. How easy is that? Let's get this pink one covered. Question is, not quite in the spot I need it. So we're gonna clean this and shift it down. Okay. Make sure it's nice and clean. I don't want to accidentally double stamp. Get that centerpiece again. Okay. Then we're going to, again, take our little centerpiece, find that, which is great because you can see through it, right? Oh, look at that. That's going to be gorgeous. So you could do full pages of inking, distress spray. Well, I mean, well, maybe not distress spray, but, you know, stuff that you can stamp on top of. And then just stamp these on all of it. And remember, poinsettias, specialties poinsettias, they do purples, blues, white, red, pink, all sorts of colors for poinsettias. And I did not clean that very good. Good thing I don't have to move it. So we're going to ink it up really nice again. Make sure that's where it needs to be. And this is a pretty simple shape. If you can't afford the thing, if you can't afford the thing, you can fussy cut. If you can't afford the die, you can fussy cut. It's not too bad of a shape. And again, I'm kind of light in the center, so we're going to ink the whole thing. And Mr. Ken, hello, hello. And right in the center, that's where I'm losing that color. So we're going to add that extra pressure right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Aren't those fabulous? Oh. And if you have like a little flower dyes, you could totally ink up this whole paper and cut a bunch of stuff out of there and have no waste whatsoever. But for me, for today, we're just gonna do the 2, I think. This is gonna be a beautiful paper. Like, we could fill the whole paper with all these poinsettias. It's gonna be gorgeous. I'll have to do that. Jim! Yeah, if I wanted to, I could emboss them. But I'm just going to leave them because I did not use my powder. Some inks, not all inks, and it's hard to say which ones, but some inks attract the powder and will actually emboss everything. So you gotta make sure you have your anti-stick powder. Okay, so we've got these. We're gonna grab our cuddle bug. Pop that open. Okay, get you. And I need a bee and a bee and maybe a shim. And I am gonna go ahead and cut these apart so I don't have to deal with the other part. And for a die like this, you know, you can get your, if you have a magnet mat, you can put that down. Okay, and I actually think I need my C plate. Always get them confused. And then I'm just going to make sure I have an even amount of space everywhere, that I'm seeing the same amount on everybody. And then we're just gonna pick one side and stick it down, okay? But let me see, I might need my, yeah, I need the C plate. C plate. Looks good. And nope. Add some shim in there. Okay. Make sure that. Yep. Ha ha ha! Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Woo! Beautiful. Get that over there. Pop this out. These nice big bold things, if you don't buy the stencil, you can make your own stencil. Okay, and then this one is this one. It's kind of easy too. Is that one? That one. Like this one has that funky little lump right there. Easy to see where they kind of go. And then we're gonna try and line it up so that we give it an even amount of space everywhere. Again, that's not too bad. Take that down there. Okay, for this, I just put my 120 shim on there. Oh, Oh, Sherry D is sick again. Glory needs a car repair. I had one of those last month. The month before last. I don't know. They keep running into each other. It's terrible. Okay. So. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at those. Oh my goodness. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. Look at that. I love it. I'll be cutting some of that off. I am going to trim this down so that we have our 1/4 inch. So the question is, what color to put behind this? And I'm really feeling the green. Stamp Away is a vendors that sell stamps and things for card makings, like Anthony's Paper Craft, Stampers Anonymous. They have big booths there, and then they have classes that you can sign up for, pay for. It's nice, but I don't think it's enough. Yes, I know, Christmassy. So we have, let's get all these colors out of here. We're gonna start with one color at a time. We've got this nice dark green, and we will be seeing a border plus it there, and then our flowers. So that's the dark green. Simon says stamps, they were there last time, I do believe, because Cheryl Salvato, who I met there, she was excited and was, I'm pretty sure that's who she was talking to, was people from Simon Says Stamps. And then this, it's a convention for rubber stamps and card making. There we go. Instead, Crystal's Creations. Hello, hello. Okay, so there is a light green. I don't like that green, so I won't show you. And then this one here, so this one here has a texture to the paper. It's, ooh, it's backwards is what it is. Okay, yeah, this paper has a texture where this one is more like, it almost looks like construction paper. I like this one. So it's going to be between these two. We've got the dark green and the light green. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to do that. Inked your background? Yep, you can totally ink your background. Ken is asking when T's next live is. And that would be Not Afraid of Color. I think hers is, well, I don't know. She might be doing one tomorrow. But yeah, you can totally ink your backgrounds. I have so much paper that it is beneficial to me just to grab some paper. You don't belong in there. What color are you? You are not green. Tomorrow at 5 Central. Light green, dark green. Must have a delay. Cordelia answered the light versus dark question even before, so there's another light green. Finally, Tony's message should be read. Oh, okay. So Gloria's talking to Crystal about Tony's message. Making sure I don't miss any questions. But I think the light green got the most votes. Isn't that beautiful? Jim says gold with an inked background. You mean ink the white part and then do a... I don't know about that. I like the whiteness of this. We could put some touches of gold. Okay, so we needed to trim this down. We definitely need to trim this down. Close that up. Ew! Things are falling on my footses. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 1/4. 4 1/4. By 5 1/2. Pick a side that doesn't have dinged corners. 5 1/2. Okay, so there is our card base, and then we're gonna trim this down to 4 by 5 1/4. So we're gonna take a little bit off of all the sides, so it's kind of symmetrical-ish. And then little off the top, and I fibbed. We're going to take it all off the top. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Look at. Woo-wee. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then we want to add some touch of gold, as recommended by Mr. Jim. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab us some lunar paste. Okay. We're gonna scoop a little bit out. Really scraping bottom here, you guys. I have more though. Don't worry about me. I have more. So I'm just gonna let it catch. Well, not that much. Just gonna let it catch the edges. And the thinner you put it on, the quicker it dries. Okay. I'm I'm just gonna use my finger and brush it on, just kind of like if I was inking the edges. My finger is the ink pad, and we're just putting it on at an angle and just getting the edges. This is probably not what Mr. Jim had in mind, but this is what I have in mind with a little bit of gold. I love this lunar paste. Fingers are a good tool. You don't have to get too messy. You can keep it pretty concentrated if you're not overly crazy like me. So very nice, very nice. If you don't have any texture paste and you're kind of debating, or maybe you have texture paste by other companies and you're debating trying some, I'm always going to recommend that you get slippery when wet lunar paste, and that's what we're using right here. If anything, it'll always come in very nicely as an accent, especially during the holidays. Oh, look at that. It's like gilding. Okay. So fabulous. Oops. Then we're just gonna, this was a bad choice for a palette knife. This is an actual loose palette knife that is good for oil painting and stuff like that, because it's got a lot of flex. That's scary. I only caught a part of that. See, as it dries on my fingers, it just picks right off. Very easy clean stuff. Very easy clean. Rub it off. Okay, set that there. That there. Clean our mess. Okay. Oops, I sprayed some overspray. Okay, we need our card base. Score, flip, and fold. Group hugs. Yes. Go. All right. So we're gonna grab our fancy glue. Make sure we have the textured side up if you have a textured side. Get the corners, get the edges a little bit down the center, and spread it out if it got too thick somewhere. Because remember, our fancy glues don't need a ton. And then this fits, oops, fits the whole front. So we have a beautiful green front. Oh, look at that. Okay, and then we're gonna see, it's not fully dried, but that's okay. We'll get it down. So we're gonna add our glue to the back side. Make sure we get it around all of these little pieces. And I do put a little bit extra on embossed paper just because you have so many hills and valleys. Okay, and we want that big voidy area at the bottom. Big voidy area, that area right there. We're gonna get Wow, did I do that right the first time down? Hot dog. Now the lunar paste is not dry, so I'm gonna flip it over, try not to move it, and I'm gonna press straight down. Okay, that way there, the lunar paste will grab the glass mat if there was any wet spots, which there was. And then it is now glued down. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. See that? Like we foiled the edges or something. Yeah. Okay, and then our beautiful poinsettias. Now, there's two ways you could have done this. You could have attached the poinsettias to this and then trimmed them to that. I like expanding them off the card so you get this more interesting look. So when I trim it, it's going to be trimmed to the outer card. And I want to put, that leaf is there, so I want to put that there, I think. Change it up a little bit. Look at that. And then we're going to pop this one up. So we're going to glue this one down. Okay. Glue this one down like so. Okay, and then we're going to get our glue scissors and we're just going to snip these extra bits. Oops. Just like so. Look at that. Oh. And then we get this jettisoned area, like it is even more dimensional. Okay. And then this one, we're gonna grab our big foam. Our 1-inch foam, because it covers more of an area. And then we're gonna debate how we're gonna put this on there, because we can do it all sorts of ways. And I think like that would be nice. We're gonna snip that and then put that on the back of that. Like so. Put that there, put that there. Look at us. Yes, it is. It's a cut and emboss die, or no, embossing folder. I will pull that out in just a second. It's pretty cool. Okay, and then we're gonna have, right, yeah, glue that right up there. Right there. And then we're gonna do our best to trim the backside. Ta-da! 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 So this one's a little more in detail. Technically, you could make it go much quicker by doing all of your paper. Maybe not do the centerpieces and just do like a pink paper or a red paper, and then use your lunar paste, which we can do that real quick. You're gonna just grab a stylus or something, you know, just to make some dots. Okay, something like so, and then just put in some dots, because that part would go quick. I need a bigger stylus tool. I'm sure I have one. I'll have to look. Okay. And because lunar paste is texturized, you can leave the peaks in it. Okay. So there we have it. Nice and texturized. A little bit of lunar paste in the center. Okay, so if you did this all pink, all red, blues, whatever colors, you could definitely put your lunar paste in the centers, like so. Ugh, so cute. Get this closed up and I'll show you what we used for those that came in a little late. Again, they were gifted to me. Absolutely happy mail that came in the other day. Okay. Trying to find all my pieces. I kind of just chucked them to the side like a Dorcas. Ow. Okay. So we were gifted the Alta New. Does this have a name? Does it have a package? Yes, it does. Okay, the modern poinsettia. You can get the die, which we did use. Okay. So it comes with a lovely die. Or I don't know if it comes with it. It's either a set or you can buy individual parts, however you want to do it. It does come with the stencil with the mask, okay? So if you don't want to do the ink blending like I did, you could stamp the image, then put the mask down and put your colors on, okay? And then you can die cut it out. And then we have some sentiments. There's no place like home for the holidays and such, which I tell you, that one's very nice. And yeah, the handwriting on these ones is really pretty. Try and see if you guys can see that. It's a very pretty font. And then we also used the, I do believe this was Spellbinders. Yes, Spellbinders Broke Filigree. Okay. And so it's an embossing folder, so you get the embossing parts and then these padded, don't be me, these little things. I pulled out one of the pads. Don't pull out the pads. Okay. It's got the padding in there to help these little white papers, you know, do their thing, the cutout. Okay. But yeah, that's the cut and emboss in one pass by Spellbinders Baroque Filigree. And then we used our lunar paste to give it this extra little bit of shine. Look it. See the little texture mounds we just popped on there? How fun are those? All right. Ooh, ouch. Removing bone, putting in wire. That sounds painful. Make sure. Ken says, she had me at Alta New. Yeah, it's a pretty cute little set. This modern, I really like the modern take on the poinsettia, which, you know, is in high contrast to my favorite poinsettia, which you guys will be seeing. You know, my favorite one by Anthony's Papercraft. I think this is more artsy. I almost want to say like a Victorian, you know, just, I don't know. but that's my favorite poinsettia. So this is going to give me some variety in my cards when I'm doing my poinsettia cards. So I'm really happy for this set. But yeah, definitely. And you can mix and match them. Like I could totally stamp those in the background and then put these on the top. It's gonna, yeah, do so many cool things with it. Absolutely, everybody. I'm catching back up, talking about types of glasses. Thank you, Mr. Jim. He says, don't forget the thumbs up. We do appreciate them. Yeah, I appreciate you all, and to the lovely subbies that you guys just pop in, and you know, whether you don't say anything or you do say stuff, I really do appreciate you guys. Crystal's giving away a Christmas stamp set on Friday for the Handmade Happiness Hop. And that's her channel, Crystal's Creations Wyckoff. You can look her up. And I thank you all for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time. And T is going to be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. What is that, 6 Eastern? I don't know. I think it's just an hour difference. I'll try and make it. And I've got a 3 p.m. on Crescent Creation if you guys want to see more of me tomorrow, Crescent Creation channel. Till then, everyone, bye-bye.